Let's dive straight in. Number 8. The Nap Time Genius. Did you know that a quick nap can literally make you smarter? Research shows that even a 10 to 20-minute snooze can supercharge your brain. During those precious minutes of rest, your mind starts linking ideas in ways your awake brain just can't. It's like your brain is quietly solving puzzles in the background while you're resting. One study revealed that people who napped out performed those who stayed awake when it came to cracking tough problems. And this isn't new. Creative legends like Salvador Dali and even Albert Einstein were known to use naps to fuel their breakthroughs. Dali had this quirky trick. He'd hold an object while drifting off. The moment he slipped into deeper sleep, it would fall, wake him up, and boom. The best ideas would arrive in those few seconds between awake and asleep. While others are drowning themselves in caffeine, your brain is literally rewiring itself during a nap. And here's the kicker. You don't need hours of sleep. Just 13 minutes can give you a mental edge. But timing matters. Hit that nap during your afternoon energy slump. Keep it short and don't overdo it. Anything longer than 20 minutes and you'll risk waking up groggy instead of genius. Number 7. The Daydream Believer. Ever catch yourself zoning out? Turns out, daydreaming is not a sign of laziness, it's a sign of intelligence. People who let their minds wander actually score higher in creativity and problem solving. Think of it this way. Your brain is so powerful, focusing on just one thing feels boring. It's like owning a supercomputer that runs multiple programs at once. While you're sitting there staring out the window, your mind is secretly connecting memories, running scenarios, and solving problems you didn't even know you had. This happens thanks to something called the default mode network, basically your brain's background processor. That's why some of your best ideas pop up while showering, walking, or doing something totally unrelated. Scientists discovered that daydreamers aren't really distracted. Their brains are just multitasking at an insane level, testing out different outcomes before life throws them at you. So next time you drift off, don't feel guilty. Your brain's just doing overtime behind the scenes. Number 6. Sarcasm savvy. Here's a fun one. Being good at sarcasm is actually a sign of high intelligence. Sounds surprising, right? But it makes sense. Sarcasm forces your brain to juggle multiple meanings at once. Take this example. Someone says, "Oh great, another Monday." Your brain instantly decodes that they don't actually love Mondays. That quick flip between words and intent? That's your brain doing mental gymnastics. Studies show that sarcasm flexes your creativity and problem-solving muscles. Every sarcastic jab is like a mini brain workout. Of course, not everyone appreciates it. Some people mistake this mental agility for rudeness. But sarcasm is less about attitude and more about brain speed. The catch? You need to know when and where to use it. Sarcasm in a job interview? Probably not the best move. Think of it like hot sauce. A little makes things better, but too much and you'll ruin the whole dish. Number 5. Losing track of time. If you've ever been so absorbed in something that hours slip by, congratulations. You've tapped into what scientists call flow state. This isn't absent-mindedness. It's your brain working at full throttle, perfectly matched with the challenge at hand. When you're in flow, you forget hunger, you forget time, and your brain rewards you with feel-good chemicals like dopamine. It's basically your mind's way of saying, yes, keep going, you're crushing it. And it's not limited to grand achievements. You can hit this state while painting, gardening, writing music, or even organizing your closet. History's greatest minds were notorious for losing time because they were operating in flow. The secret? You can't force it. The moment you start watching the clock, you've already broken it. Number 4. The productive procrastinator. Believe it or not, procrastination isn't always the enemy. In fact, some of history's brightest minds were master procrastinators. When you avoid a big task, your subconscious doesn't just shut off. Instead, it quietly works on the problem in the background. Think of it like marinating food. The longer it sits, the richer the flavor. Leonardo da Vinci did this constantly. He'd pause on a painting, dive into designing inventions, then return later with fresh perspective. When the deadline creeps closer, your brain actually flips into turbo mode, sparking creativity and focus. The trick is to procrastinate productively. Instead of binging videos, work on smaller side tasks related to the big one. Organize your notes, brainstorm outlines, or prep materials. That way, when you finally tackle the main project, your brain is armed and ready. Number 3. Deep dive decisions. Ever get teased for being the slow decider? Well, you're not slow, you're strategic. When you take time to weigh every option, your brain is running complex simulations others don't even notice. Picture a chess master. A beginner only sees the next move. A master? They're playing 10 moves ahead. Same with decision makers. Studies show those who take longer often end up making smarter, more accurate choices. Your brain uses massive energy during these deep dives, which is why it can feel exhausting. But don't mistake it for overthinking. It's outthinking. Number 2. The boredom brainiac. If you're easily bored, it might mean your brain is simply too fast for ordinary tasks. Imagine watching a movie in slow motion while everyone else thinks it's playing normally. That's what life feels like for quick thinkers. Highly intelligent people crave more stimulation. Their brains thrive on challenges and puzzles, and when stuck with repetitive or simple work, they feel restless. That's why people like Thomas Edison were labeled as difficult students. The truth? They weren't unfocused. They were understimulated. It's like owning a race car but being stuck in rush hour traffic. These minds are wired for speed, constantly connecting dots others can't even see. Number 1. The unfinished projects. Finally, let's talk about that messy desk filled with half-started projects and notebooks full of random ideas. Most people see unfinished work as failure. But in reality, it's often the mark of a creative genius. Your brain is like a fireworks show. Each new idea explodes into your head, demanding attention before the next one arrives. Leonardo da Vinci left behind hundreds of unfinished works. But those sketches and concepts, though incomplete, were light years ahead of their time. Studies show that juggling multiple projects boosts divergent thinking, the ability to come up with endless possibilities. Each unfinished piece is like a stepping stone, a lesson that feeds into future breakthroughs. And when people with scattered projects finally lock onto something worth completing, they bring all those experiences together, creating innovations that change the world. And that wraps up today's countdown. Which of these traits do you see in yourself? Drop it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, because sometimes the quirks we see as flaws are actually signs of hidden genius.